Okay. All right. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Farm's March edition of Virtual Performance Lane. We're really glad you're here, and I want to tell you a very brief story. About a year, almost 2 years ago now, this guy I'd never heard of applied for an official showcase at Farm. His name is Ben Gage. I'm like, who the hell is Ben Gage? I don't know. Nobody ever heard of Ben Gage. We were very impressed. We gave him an official showcase, and a year and a half ago, he showed up and blew us all away with how great his songs were and his performing. And tonight, he's going to host Farm's Virtual Performance Lane. Play you some songs to start us off. Ben Gage, take it away.
Wow, what an intro. That was nice, Smitty. Well, so what he didn't say is that when I did that application, I just slipped in $20. So that's the thing. If anyone takes anything away from tonight, it's that bribery works. That's a lie. I'm just lying. So don't start doing that. Unless you're gonna, actually maybe split that $20 that people start sending in, Smitty. Well, it's an honor to be here. Yeah, like Smitty said, when I went to Farm a couple years ago, it just completely opened my eyes to a whole world of music that I just wasn't aware of. And it's been a game changer since. So I'm happy to be here. I'll play a couple songs, get out of the way, and you're in for a fantastic night of just wonderful musicians. So. Feel free to stop me right in the middle if I'm getting too loud, or just ask me to leave. I've been wasting all my money. I whittle every dollar down. Tried to make a little name for myself in this God-forsaken town. And I head back to the kitchen. I'm gonna find that recipe. Well, it'll never work out, darling, between you and between me. And we go searching around the nation, try to find an explanation. How we lost our jubilation, I want it. With a little aggravation, a touch of separation, we can hear the right vibration, I want it. And you tell me that you're leaving. Go on, step back from my door. I don't want your broke ass shit taking spaces up no more. And I'm swearing to your mama, it's closer I can tell. You can't believe in me now, then you're leaving, it's just as well. Go searching around the nation, try to find an explanation. How we lost our jubilation, I want it. With a little aggravation and a touch of separation, we can hear the right vibration, I want it. Maybe in a few years, saying look at us now, made it through some shit times, and we don't know how. And everybody likes the harmonica solo. Right? Go searching round the nation, tried to find an explanation how we lost our jubilation. I want it with a little aggravation and a touch of separation. We can hear the right vibration. I want it. We can hear the right vibration. I want it. We can hear the right vibration. I want it. We can hear the right vibration. I want it.
Woo!
There we go. First song. I've done this for all of you. I've done the first song is the hardest song of the night. Now it's out of the way. Real fast before we go, is any tweaks on that, Annie? Smitty, is that okay?
I think it sounds great.
Perfect.
Sounds good
So
to me.
that's what you call pandering or fishing. Really, I had a hunch it was fine. I was just looking for that compliment. I love it. So anyway, I would say before I do my second song, again, I want to really hit on farm. I don't know if they toot their horn enough. And so for anyone that's maybe watching the live stream, I think a lot of these names in this room are familiar and they know farm. But if you're watching the live stream as a musician and you kind of feel stuck of like where to go next in your musical career, going to something like farm is exactly the prescription for that issue. So I would certainly reach out to farm in some way and just keep that in the back of your mind. I think in so many other fields, people invest in themselves. Musicians, we invest in gear. I don't know how much we invest in ourselves. I think it goes straight to the gear. And something like farm is how you can invest in yourself. So I think it's great. And nice to see some familiar faces in the stream. Scott, Jan, two fantastic hosts, run great music that I wouldn't have music events that I wouldn't have known if I hadn't gone to farm. So thank you. So I'm going to do one more, and then we'll kind of get the ball rolling with Colin. This is a song called Wish, and it's a song just about how, I'm not going to say, actually. You decide. It's pretty obvious, but there might be some enough wiggle room where it might mean something different to you, so I'll leave it alone. But thanks again for having me. I'm looking forward to tonight. This is going to be great. I'm counting those likes, watching those streams. Still ain't sure what that algorithm means. Say the more that you have, the closer you are to your dreams. I'm hoping that isn't true. I'm still putting up lights and I'm buying new clothes. Make a fool of myself on these videos. Spending hours and hours watching where the trends go. I don't know what to do. I wish I had all the answers. I wish I had lots of cars. I wish I had a big house. All of my neighbors were movie stars. And they'd come round to see me. They say I love your new songs. That's not my story. I'm sitting with you and I hope that we're getting along. If I lost 50 pounds or shoved food in my face, had trash I stacked up all over the place, maybe I'll do better in this new rat race. But I'll be lying to you. See, I'm just a guy, this is just a guitar. The licks that I have ain't particularly hard. They blend in perfect with a noisy dive bar, and I don't know what to do. I wish I had all the answers. I wish I had lots of cars. I wish I had a big house. All of my neighbors were movie stars. And they'd come round to see me. They say I love your new songs. That's not my story. I'm sitting with you and I hope that we're getting along. 'Cause I'm not playing big shows or selling out stands. Perfectly happy with 3 or 4 fans. Appreciating that you gave me a chance and hope you keep me around. 'Cause if you keep believing I have a clue, I'll keep writing at least a word or two, and together I think we can all make it through, even when we don't know what to do. I wish I had all the answers. I wish I had a big house. All of my neighbors were movie stars. I looked at the clock, don't look at the clock. And they come round to see me, say I love your new songs. That's not my story. I'm sitting with you and I hope that you're getting along, 'cause I don't have any answers. We're getting close to the end. Just got one old van and I drive it around, playing these tunes whenever I can. I may sleep on your couches, heck, I'd even sleep on your floor. That's my story. I love it to death. I wouldn't wish for anything more. Enough of that. Well, thank you very much. All right, let's get to the real show here. So first up, I'll keep this short and sweet. We got Colin O'Brien from Nashville, Tennessee. How you doing, Colin?
Hi, I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. This is my first time doing a host thing, so you can send me nasty emails afterwards.
Oh,
I say your name right?
I'll write you a love letter, man. That's the first time I've done this myself, so I've come up with a bit of what I could term as a word sandwich for this 9 minutes. And if I play it at the right tempo, it should come in at about 9 minutes and 20 seconds. So I beg your forgiveness in advance. But hopefully, maybe I'll kick it up a beat a minute, and you guys can figure out how long it'll take me to play it based on the above information. I couldn't, but...
So put your hands together for Colin O'Brien. Here we go, buddy.
All right. floor. Don't you worry anymore, don't you worry. Hey, kitty, don't you worry anymore. Down on the floor, don't you worry. It'll be all right. Hey, kitty, need a little food there, kitty. Hey, kitty, how you feeling a little funny? Do you need a little bit of kibble, kitty? Come here, I'll feed you. Come on, cats. Now you're looking at the door. What you doing that for, kitty? Hey, kitty, what you looking at that door for there, kitty? I fed you. Come on, come over here. Don't go outside. Kitty, won't you be a good cat and get on my lap now, kitty? Hey, kitty, get on my lap and take a little nap there, kitty. Come on, cats. There you go, kitty. That's good, kitty.
applause. And also for anyone watching on the live stream, if you like what you hear, I know it's sometimes difficult to applaud, so just put an emoji of some sort. Hand clapping, something.
I should. Oh.
Colin, that was fantastic. Thank you, my friend. I really don't know how you do. I don't know. I can't even do the Macarena, so I'm not sure how you did that. That's awesome. All right, next up we have Ciaran.
Hi, y'all.
Ciaran, how you doing today, man?
I'm fine, thanks. I was Annie. I didn't get to say hello to Charlie earlier. If you would pass on my regards, so that'd be nice. And hello, Annie. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Smitty. I think you're the only three I know. So hello, everybody else as well. You got dreamy eyes, I'm drowning. I'm swimming in that sea of blue. You got breathy sighs, I'm listening. And the trees are listening too. 'Cause when you smile, the weather breaks. When you laugh, my heart it aches so tenderly. Let the clouds go rushing by in the window of your eyes. For it's there I realize, under the same sky, I see myself inside your eyes. You see yourself inside of mine. This love of ours. You got hands so soft, I'm holding, I'm beholding to reach for you. You got heart, I feel it beating, I'm needing none but you. 'Cause even if it starts to rain, we know love will come again tomorrow. In the wind, the tree will bow to the gods that did allow for a love such as ours. I've loved you minutes, months and hours. I love you from the day we met. We love each other, no regrets. This love of ours. Cause even if it starts to rain, we know love will come again tomorrow. In the wind, the tree will bow to the gods that did allow for a love such as ours. I've loved you minutes, months and hours. I love you from the day we met. We love each other, no regrets. This love of ours. The bird is flown, the goose is cooked, nobody home, the horse has bolted, the jury's out, 12 good and true, I stand convicted, for loving you. Well, the bird has flown. There's nobody so blind as them won't see this love of mine blinding me. So hand me the rope and the handcuffs too. I stand convicted of loving you. The cats and the dogs, they howl at the moon. I'd fall off a log, howling for you. Been said before, never rains but pours, and if looks could kill, damn sure yours will. In the 11th hour, with midnight blue, I'm doing the time, committed the crime. Doing the crime, committed the crime. Doing the time, committed the crime. Convicted of loving you. Thank you kindly.
Here's Ben.
Beautiful, my friend. I love it. And if I see this right, you're playing from San Francisco?
Yeah, I live in Ireland, in Belfast, and I also live in San Francisco, in California, and I go back and forward and back and forward.
What's the split? What's it look like?
It's supposed to be 50-50 because I was a college lecturer here in California, so I got 4 months off a year because college lecturers are dreadfully privileged with a month at Christmas and 3 in the summer. And then I retired recently, and so my wife is still working. She works for Facebook, Meta, WhatsApp, whatever they're called. But I am free. So I go back and forward. I play in Ireland, I play here.
Well, I love it. Congratulations on retiring, and it sounded great, man. I loved it so much.
All right, thanks
All right.
a lot.
Up next, we have Miss Emilie Clepper. So I met Emilie recently at another Folk Alliance event, NERFA, and it was a pleasure. And I asked if she would please be on this tonight, and she said yes. And I didn't even have to pay her very much. Bribes work once again. So Emilie, lovely to see you, and you guys are in for a treat.
It's a pleasure to be here with y'all virtually. I'm not used to these things so much, but it's nice to be able to see new people, new faces, and to know that we're all together, although we're in different places, in different parts of the world. Seems pretty futuristic. If you tell my little child that I used to be, that this was happening, I think that she would think this is pretty cool. This is a song I wrote in Alpine, Texas. I'm in Austin right now, and I spent my time between Quebec City Canada and Austin and Texas in general. My father's from Texas and taught me music. And this song I wrote in the Alpine train station when my train was 8 hours late. And I had nothing to do. I had an old J45 1963 in there, and it sounds really good in that train station. If ever you're there, do take your guitar out of the case.
Catch your fall, catch your fall.
So I mentioned my dad earlier before the first song. Thank you so much. My dad's name is Russell Klepper, and he's my greatest inspiration. I just put out a record of all his songs called The Family Record. And it's on all platforms if you want to hear it. Oh, I forgot my little paper. And this is one of his songs. It's called Someplace Like Heaven. He wrote it when he worked on the oil fields in Texas a long time ago. Now the moon looked fine over a shopping shine, just a little bit high in the east, and all the dogs bark like signals in the dark of places where babies were raised. The pump jack platoons bowing low at the moon, and that oil field trailer can't place. Won't you dream me of someplace like heaven? Cool Mexican nights with no wind, and let her be there descending the stairs where I cried just a just to see something green, but those rig engines drowned out their blue. The two-pusher hollered, his roughnecks all follered. He turned and he yelled to his crew, our job it is one that has to be done and that nobody else will do. Won't you dream me of someplace like heaven? Cool Mexican nights with no wind, and let her be there descending the stairs where I cried just to see her sing. It was late on a Sunday, no different from Monday, except for a small Sunday school. A gas well came in and killed several men and scattered equipment in two. Perforation done when a quarter of a ton came up from 3 miles in the west. When a mile in the sky clear out of sight and buried itself where it fell. Won't you dream me of someplace like heaven? Cool Mexican nights with no wind, and let her be there descending the stairs where I cried just to see her sing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Emilie, amazing. That sounded
Yay.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh,
All right, well, we'll keep it going. Again, this is killer. I love it. I love seeing some familiar faces, some new faces. If you aren't familiar with Farm, just a quick plug, make sure that you are following them. Find Farm, find a folk alliance by you. It is a fantastic organization. So next up, we have Audra, and Audra's out of Detroit. Is this correct?
yep. Can you hear me all right?
Sounds great.
We still got it? All right.
Sounds good. I'm going to get out of your way. Audra, it's lovely to have you.
Nice to
I
have
will ask
you
one thing.
hand.
When you were doing sound check, the room that you enter, it's darker now, but it's such a cool room.
Oh
what is
yeah.
it?
This is the second floor of Detroit House of Music. It's this house in Detroit I've been rehabbing for about almost 5 years. And there's like it's corrugated metal on that wall by the wood burning stove.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it sets the vibe.
Oh.
So without further ado, Audra, take it away.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for having me, y'all. When I was younger, before time knew me, well, I could slip away where the road ends, the white pines stand, tall grasses at their feet, where I could slip away. Well, I grew older, leaving got harder. Time now calls me by my name. Where the road ends, there is a house where it's warm where no one lives. one where I can run away. And it's a shame that they can't see. Gave the better part of me. We all got a crooked life. Then we watch it all unwind. So save all your tears for another day. For now, you must leave to the wind. Well, I grew weary. Time stops for no one. Lessons marching up the hill. Where the road ends, I see a light bulb, but it doesn't seem my flare. I try to run away. It's a shame that you couldn't see. I gave the better half of me. We all walk the crooked line. Then we watch it all unwind. So save all your tears for another day. For now, we must leave to the wind. Yes, for now, we must leave into the wind. So hopefully you can hear me out there. I didn't change much, but I did stand up and sit down and
Your
all
original
kinds.
sound, I think your original sound might have gone off, sweetie.
Oh no, well, that's too bad.
Try again. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Well, darn. Well, that probably sucked.
No, your voice sounded beautiful.
Well, next time, yeah, just stop me because I'd rather I don't know, not sound bad. Just put a little sign in the chat, everybody, and I will notice that. All right. Well, guess I'll do this quick. Does it sound, the guitar sound okay now? Sound good? Okay.
Yep, yep.
This is about spring and new life. There is a girl with golden locks of hair. She's got a voice like an angel, a gift that she would share. Or share with the world a love song sweet and rare, with words pen to paper, with tenderness and care. Now there is another life that grows inside of her. Soon there'll be a lesson that she will hold so dear. Oh, moon in Aries, won't you shine your light and help us welcome to this place a brand new life, a brand new life. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. I'm feeling kind of lost here. And in the spring, when the rains begin to fall, the flowers raise their head for Cynthia's abound. A time of change when green will dress the ground, and the vines of honeysuckle call the yellow finches home. And April is a place where the dreamers come to dream, and underneath a warming sun, family comes to be. Oh, moon in Aries, won't you shine your light and help us welcome to this place a brand new life, a brand new life, a brand new life, a brand new life. All right.
Woo!
Two really short songs.
You got time for sorry.
Yeah,
All right.
Audra, that was
Another short
beautiful.
one?
Okay, sure. Well, we'll just go right into it then. Here we go. All right, it's coming through in waves. Here we go. It's coming through in waves, and it's got you standing still. You're just trying to catch your breath, but you can't seem to shake it or find a place that's safe. 'Cause this sad song keeps playing on the old radio. It keeps trying to pull you back as you're trying to let go. Well, the melody will take you if the words don't break your heart. Now it's so hard to see them, 'cause they found another lover, but they ain't got your name. And you ain't got no covers, you're just a body and some shame. 'Cause this sad song keeps playing on the old radio. It keeps trying to pull you back as you're trying to let go. Well, the melody will take you if the words don't break your heart. Now it's time for leaving. But your feet are made of stone. But the wind keeps calling you, and your will, it ain't so strong, and your courage is long gone. 'Cause this sad song keeps playing on the old radio. Keeps trying to pull you back as you're trying to let go. Well, the melody will take you if the words don't break your heart, but the words will break your heart. That's the quick end. Just like quickly end that. Thank you. Sorry I flipped out with my sound. I don't know what happened. Mwah. Goodbye.
That is the nature of this beast. You did it fantastically.
Thanks.
No, that was great. And perfect addition for that third song. That was right on time. I loved it.
Awesome.
So, Audra, thank you for being here.
Thank
All right, next up, we have Tom and Barb. Welcome to the virtual stage. How are you two today?
Well, doing great there, Ben. Thank you so much for having us here. And Audra, that was really wonderful, and we're very honored to be here with you. And our first song is going to be a song that Barb wrote called Goodbye Old House. I'll let her introduce it.
Yesterday, I was helping a friend of mine clean out her mother's house of 40-some years, and certainly I went through that experience, and I'm betting that some people watching have had similar experiences of an archaeological dig through memories and finding new insights on relatives. And then after you clean that all out, the realtor comes through and says you have to paint it all beige or gray or whatever the color is of the season so that someone else can see themselves in that house. I did all that, and I walked through this empty house, and I knew behind those beige walls it was yellow, and all the curtains were down, but I remember what they looked like, and I knew where every little tchotchke was placed. And the reverb in the house was beautiful. So out of that came the song, Goodbye Old House. Underneath the fresh paint, my bedroom walls are yellow. Golden cabbage roses hang by the bare window. It's midnight in broad daylight, the ancient clocks chime. Rusty old voices, out of tune and out of time. I'm called sentimental, sister says it's so. I just have a harder time moving on and letting go. So many birthday candles, can you hear their song? I hear happy voices, a family long gone. Goodbye, old house, goodbye, old friend. I will remember you until my living end. Goodbye, old house, blessings to you. May those who live within these walls come to love you. A trick light in the kitchen, turn it on with a jumping tap. Wooden scar in the cabinet, my brother's Tonka truck did that. Last hallway door on the left, where Daddy closed his eyes. It's hard to keep on singing when the tears begin to rise. One last look around, one long goodbye. Close the back door, I think I'm gonna cry. Goodbye, old house, goodbye, old friend. I will remember you until my living end. Goodbye, old house, blessings to you. May those who live within these walls come to love you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This next one, I will report, while Tom tunes a little bit, I will report that I drove by the house in a different city, and it was dusk, so dark enough that you could see into the windows. Certainly had the furniture in all the wrong place, but into view walked a woman with a baby, and there's nothing better than seeing children in an old house, right? So this next song is one I wrote called Prophet Line. After years developing an expertise in my profession and seeing the pendulum swing and old ideas come around from somebody new, and a greater disparity happening between the people who were making the rules and the people who were doing the work, I had some things to say about it. So this is called Prophet Line.
I think of this as a kind of working man's anthem.
Working person's anthem.
Okay, all right. Got my raise and pay just the other day. The price of gas rose twice as fast, and they told me I should be feeling good. There's hiring freezes till efficiency increases, and I'm breaking my back just to pick up the slack, and I told them I was working as hard as I could. I get the feeling that no one is listening. They're counting their money with eyes that glisten. Not much I could say that would do any good. Board the train or get out of the way. Doesn't really matter what you gotta say. You're on Wall Street time. This engine's moving down the profit line. My middle-aged boss got the pin in the toss. Department heads now from Europe instead, and they told me it's a sign of the global times. The bonuses are cut and the benefits suck. The hours are long and make that coffee strong. And I told them this would blow the noble mind. I see the owner just once a year from a video conference from his yacht somewhere. I'm just a number that impacts that bottom line. Board the train or get out of the way. Doesn't really matter what you gotta say. You're on Wall Street time. This engine's moving down the profit line. Move it. A new guru came with the famous name of PowerPoint. He revised our joint and they called him the Messiah of the business land. But there's many others like me here, trading their tongues for jobs I fear. And we told them nothing, cause they couldn't understand. When it's all about money, they sell some souls. You may be working on computers or digging for coal. Does money buy a ticket to your promised land? Not done. Board the train or get out of the way. Doesn't really matter what you gotta say. You're on Wall Street time. This engine's moving down the profit line. This engine's moving down. This engine's moving down. This engine's moving down that profit line.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to join you from Milwaukee.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Barb, I especially like that advanced ooh move across the
The
mic.
Doppler?
Nicely done. I love it. All right. Up next, we have James. James is from Chicago, and I don't care who knows this, but I like deep dish more than New York style. So fight me, I guess.
Picking a fight already.
Yeah, that's right. I'm getting political.
I am a Pennsylvania guy, transplant. So, cheesesteaks. Let's just stick to cheesesteaks.
Hey, can't go wrong.
Yeah,
Can't
no,
we love it all? Can we just?
I could eat it. I could eat deep dish. You put it in front of me, I'll eat it probably.
Well, James, excited to see you, man. And hear
Thanks so much. Very cool to be here. Everybody sounds fantabulous. Really appreciate being here. I'm James H Jewell. I throw the H in there because there's a bunch of us out there. So, and we're all the same. But yeah, I'm born in Danville, Pennsylvania. Moved around a lot. Ended up in Chicago. I got a gig, got a feature at the open mic in Woodstock, Illinois, in May, and then playing some downtown in Chicago. Yeah, check it out. Yesterday I was in Rome, sleeping on a wooden floor. There was action figures everywhere, indoor men at the doors. The Upper West Side hadn't changed, it was still the same old scene. But my friends down in the seaport, they were still living in between. Between the mighty buildings that came crashing to the ground, between the people that they traveled with. When they were riding from town to town. Back home when we were pirates, full of love and full of trust. Riding our junk cars around, well, they slowly turned to rust. And I can't remember changes to the facts or to the dream. But I guess then and just like now, we were still living in between. Between the mighty buildings that came crashing to the ground, between the people that we traveled with. And we were riding town to town. So you people on the highways, airports, buses, and the trains, don't forget the things we've lost and keep hope for things to gain. And if you find that time has somehow washed you clean, well then reach out to the one who is still living in between. Between those mighty buildings that came crashing to the ground, between the people that we travel with. We go riding from town to town. Yeah, the people that we travel with. We go riding from town to town.
Yeah.
Thanks, Oaks. Heart switch, where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd my heart go? There it is. Can't find anything in this place. Who organized it? You and me cross the ocean all the way to a city of light. When we got to heaven, not everything seemed right. See, when I go out in the city, so many faces are so long. And then I get discouraged, thinking everything has gone wrong. But you, oh, but you, oh, but you. You are here when your job doesn't take you elsewhere. And it's you for me, far away across the sea. Yeah, you're here when your job doesn't take you elsewhere. And it's you for me, far away, all the way across the sea. And I climb up to the high cathedral, and I pray underneath of the dome. And I say goodbye, Jesus, 'cause I know soon you'll be getting home. Because you, oh, because you're here when your job doesn't take you elsewhere. And it's you for me, far away across the sea. Yeah, you're here when your job doesn't take you elsewhere. And it's you for me, far away, all the way across the sea. Thanks, guys.
Beautiful,
That is
James.
short.
Hey, you kind of flew through that. Do you got a short one you can stick in there?
I guess I do. Let's see.
Just play half of your favorite song.
Half of my favorite song?
No, a short one would be great.
All right. Here's a short one. That was definitely a little out of tune. Apologies on. Nina plays Ave Maria. Nina plays Ave Maria and makes a little mistake. She makes a little mistake. The end.
All right.
Wow.
That's a true story, by the way.
James understood the assignment. Sounds great, man.
Thanks for having me. This is delightful, guys.
I love it. And we also have enough time to ask who's the pooch in the back? What's their name?
Oh, that's Charlie. That's Charlie. Charlie, what's up, man? He's like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are we
Charlie,
going for a
now's
walk?
your moment to shine, buddy.
He's got a
the
bone,
little
man.
kid.
He is so in another world right now.
Is that a deep dish bone? Is that what
That's
they
a
have
deep
described?
dish bone.
Yeah, all right.
It is. I'm just gonna roll with that one.
All right.
But
Well,
yeah,
thanks again, James. That was
Thank
fantastic.
you, guys.
And I am already getting some hate mail from the New Yorkers. Hate mail by the way of a direct message or two. So we'll see. Now let's see. Up next we have Roland. Roland, I actually met at Farm when I was there, and Roland Roberts is a homie from Alaska, which is awesome. It's a testament to kind of the future, the now, that we can all get together from all across North America and share some music. So that's awesome. Roland, nice to see you, man. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Good to see you too. I feel like it was just yesterday.
It was the highlight of my year, Roland, hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I've tried to get on one of these a few times, and it fills up so fast. I hadn't been able to do it. So the fact that I got on finally, and it was with you hosting, is just icing on the cake. I see Smitty on here. Smitty's an old pal of mine. We bumped into one another at Kansas City recently. We were watching Alexa Dawson play, so that was cool. I see Annie. I know Annie and I spoke at Farm 2 falls ago. We were hoping to come back this year. I'm going to bring this bunch of rowdy miscreants with me this time, so looking forward to it.
Hey, sounds great. Well, right quick before you guys start, is it possible just to get a little more volume from you?
You know, I'll just have to talk louder.
Perfect.
We have got
All right.
enough technology in here to launch a spaceship, and none of it is working right. So we're going straight into the phone. And
Don't hold
we're gonna
back.
do
Be
the best
nice
we
and
can,
loud
but-
then.
Yeah, I'll make sure to kind of shout at you a little bit. I'm kind of a soft-spoken guy, so it's making me feel weird already. My hands are sweating.
Channel that inner grizzly bear. With no
There we
further to
go.
do. All right,
Well, I'll
Roland.
be waking up here soon. It won't be long. Well, this song is called All About the Timing. It's just kind of a funny nod to how we all try to make so many plans to do so many things, and at the end of the day, you know, it all just comes down to the timing of things. Last fall, we went and played at Far West. We started at Palmer, Alaska, and went all the way to Los Angeles, 21 days on the road. We ended at the Far West Conference, and our last showcase of the last day, the host had to bail, and we got a guest host who happened to be on the board for the Pacific Folklife Fest in Seattle. And she probably wouldn't have heard us had she not had to guest host, but she did. That's just how it all worked out. And she invited us to come down. So now we get to go play right under the Space Needle in the Mural Amphitheater on Memorial Day weekend. So we've never played an amphitheater. Garrett's never seen the Space Needle, so should be fun. So this song is just about how life kind of lines up that way. This is called All About the Timing. This is the title track on our first album. part of a plan. It's all about the timing, not about the plan. If it wasn't for the timing, you know I might be your man. See, we got no control, so do the best you can. It's all about the timing, not about the plan. See, the top's no destination, it's all about the ride. So be careful what you wait around on, 'cause life it'll pass you by. So dance like nobody's watching, live each day like it's your last. And keep on looking forward, don't you worry about the past. It's all about the time, not about the plan. If it wasn't for the timing, you know I might be your man. We ain't got no control, so do the best you can. It's all about the timing, not about the plan. I found real sound. Said even when you want to stop it, you know the world keeps spinning round. So be proud of what you do, boy, and don't try to please them all. If it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger. So go on and get up when you fall. It's all about the time, not about the plan. If it wasn't for the timing, you know I might be your man. We ain't got no control, so do the best you can. It's all about the timing, not about the plan. It's all about the timing, not about the plan. All right, that one's called All About the Timing. Hey.
Yeah.
Here's some applause back there. That's
All right.
something's working. Okay. Well, thank you very much. That one was called All About the Timing. We got time for one more. This is a new one I wrote not long ago. There's no way I could not play it in front of a bunch of songwriters. I started writing it about one friend of mine and ended up just kind of writing it about all us goofy songwriters out on the road, pretending like we could do something else if we wanted to and refusing to admit that we have to do this. This one's called Bottom Tier Ringer, and I came up with the title when a guy at a festival called me a bottom tier act one time and didn't sit well. Then I embraced it. This is called Bottom Tier Ringer. Well, he spends all his time writing the songs. He feels right the wrongs that he's done. Right in the fence while he tries to convince himself that he does it for fun. Likes to think he could do something else if he wanted. Pretends that he ain't who he is. So often lonely, and he knows that the only name for the blame is his. He's a natural born singer, a bottom tier ringer, taking one side stage at a time. You might not understand him, but you gotta hand him the fact that his life moves just fine at 3/4 time. He's a legend in the worst way, but a legend all the same. An old man in a young man's game. A square peg in a round world, an oyster with no pearl, living somewhere between pride and shame. Yeah, man of the nation, a fan of liberal libation, never thought much on how he became a vagabond poet that keeps doing it, though it seems to be such a one-sided game. He's an old sad song singer, the bottom tier ringer, playing one dive bar at the time. Some call him a zero and some call him a hero, but they all admit that he lives just fine in three-quarter time. Well, some that have known him would line up to disown him. Some think that he hung the moon. Love him or hate him, no way to debate him when he starts to play you a tune. Guitar for a brush and a song for a canvas, so paint a picture that'll make flowers bloom. It might not be a lot, but it's all that he's got, and for him, well, it'll do. He's a natural born singer, the bottom tier ringer, taking one side stage at a time. You might not understand him, but you gotta hand him the fact that his life moves just fine in three-quarter time. All right. Hey, real quick, this is Matthew Wallace over here on the cajon, Matthew Fabian on the mandolin, and that's Garrett Monroe on the bass. My name is Roland Roberts. Thank you all for listening.
All right.
Ah, fantastic, guys. Thanks for bringing the gang too, Roland. You guys killed it. That was awesome. All right, up next is not Beth, Bett Padgett. I don't want to. I heard she's got a mean right hook, and I was told if I said the wrong name, she was gonna.
I've been called worse than Beth, so anyhow.
Well, right there with you, Bett. Nice to see you.
Same here. I don't know where this song came from, but it's here right now on this earth. This is called "If I Were a Cloud." If I were a cloud, I would send a gentle rain to fill the thirsty lakes and streams and to farmers' fields. If I were a cloud, if I were a cloud, I would send a peaceful snow to mountain tops and salt sea sands to calm the wars of men. If I were a cloud, raging storms surround me. They're filled with fiery wind and pounding rain. I must stand strong against their fury. A deep breath I'll take and blow them away. If I were a cloud, I would send this message to the earth on a whispering wind. Time's fading away, just like clouds. So,
Beautiful.
It's here on Earth now. So, it's just a little Celtic harp, a little Irish kind of harp, and so I thought I would sing a Irishy kind of song about an Irishy kind of character. Selkies are mythological kind of creatures that first appeared in Scandinavia many centuries ago, and then they migrated down into Ireland and Scotland, some of the Celtic seas. And what they are seals, and when they come out of the water they shed their skins and they take on a human form. And often the the female silkie's skin is taken by a male human and hidden. And she is not able to go back into the water to her home until she has her skin. She can't go without her skin, without her coat. So this is called In My Dream, and it's about that story. I was a silky from the water. My coat disappeared into wet sand. The song of the ocean behind me. Before me in the moonlight, a handsome man. In my dream, I bore him 7 children, but each day I longed deeper for the sea, for my heart belonged in pure blue water. But without my coat, I could never leave. In my dream, my love left every sunrise. He then returned when the stars began to swirl. One day I secretly followed to spy upon and learn about his world. Where he went, I saw darkness and destruction. There was greed and war, bloodshed and despair. I ran back to our home and our family. I ran away to get away from there. In my dream, I fell into a slumber, and in my dream, I had a dream. I found where my coat had been hidden, and with it I headed for the sea. I awoke from my dream, went to the place where I found my coat, then bid farewell to my children. That that was the last time to them I ever spoke. When I awoke from my dream, I found destruction. There was greed and war, bloodshed and despair. But I can dream of my home beneath blue water and hope that man won't destroy the peace down here.
Lovely.
Woohoo! Oh, that was so beautiful. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you,
Lovely.
Farm.
Bet, that was a perfect song. I love that. What was the name of that one more time?
In my dream. In my dream.
I love it. Do you have that recorded somewhere?
Thank you. It is, I just recorded it. It just got mixed today, so it will
excellent.
be coming out pretty soon on an album which I intend to call Beneath Blue Water, and I hope it comes out this fall. So, thank you.
It's always nice to have something to look forward to, you know? And I do have to ask, Bet, what's the name of that dog that you have there?
He's Moss, M-O-S-S. He's a border collie.
Moss.
And
Oh,
he's the
Moss.
smartest border collie in the world.
And he plays a mean
He makes a
throw
lot
rod.
of noise. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that.
Honestly, it worked perfect. It almost matched up. It was like, and someone said it in the comments too. It was almost like brushes. It was beautiful. You're a good team.
Maybe I'll keep him.
Yeah, he probably would be cheaper than a drummer too. That's good stuff. All right. Well, Bet, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing. Those were beautiful songs. Next up, we have Jeff Curtis. Looks like Jeff's actually from Cleveland. Jeff, don't be mad, man. I don't think I've ever sent you any Christmas cookies or anything. I'm just 40 minutes south in Akron. Nice to see you.
I'm your northern neighbor here. All right. Well, this first song is an instrumental going out to Beth down in Kent. called First Fire. This song here is an old time ballad, traditional tune called Little Maggie.
was great, Jeff. Thank you. Doing Northeast Ohio proud. I like to hear it. All right. Up next, we have Tim and Susan Makarski. How did I do?
Pretty
Great.
good.
It's a mow, a car, and a ski.
Mokarski.
Makarski.
Also known as Wattle and Daub.
Well, I like that too. All right. From Grayslake, Illinois. I love it. I'll get out of your way. Let's hear it. I can't wait.
Hi to all the people we know that are in this Zoom thing.
Yeah, hi everybody, and thanks for Annie and Smitty and Ben for hosting tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a couple of relatively new songs.
Yeah.
This song is one I wrote. It's not recorded yet. It's about the town I grew up in Central Illinois. True story. Bob Sheaver came home at the end of a long hot day, pitching bales of hay, cursing LBJ. His wife Joanne kissed him at the door. The sun's going down, the day is almost gone. They ate with the TV on, news from Vietnam. Walter Cronkite talking about the war. Ooh, and it's not Washington, D.C., where a man's a man and a boy's a boy. Ooh, it's just folks like you and me, growing up in Washington, Illinois. My Uncle Dave on the meat market on the square, best chops anywhere, and head cheese if you dare. Conversation while he hands you a sample slice. Did the muffler on your brother's car ever get fixed? But don't talk politics, the blacks and the Catholics. Don't say nothing at all if you can't be nice. Ooh, and it's not Washington, D.C., where a man's a man and a boy's a boy. Ooh, it's just folks like you and me, growing up in Washington, Illinois. Played outside all day in summer clothes, drank water from the hose, Hank Aaron in the spokes, went back home before Mom had to yell. The headline said there were 50,000 dead. Had dinner and went to bed, not a word was said. The window was open and I listened to the rain that fell. Ooh, and it's not Washington, D.C., where a man's a man and a boy's a boy. Ooh, it's just folks like you and me, growing up in Washington, Illinois. It's not Washington, D.C., where a man's a man and a boy's a boy. Ooh, it's just folks like you and me, growing up in Washington, Illinois. Where I grew up in Washington, Illinois.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Our next one is when we decided which songs to do. I told Susan, let's do one that you mostly sing on, and we'll do one that I mostly sing on. And this is one that I wrote with a friend of ours in Racine, Wisconsin, named Dan Nielsen. And it's going to be released on
April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day on Monday, which also happens to be our second 7th anniversary.
Our second 7th anniversary. We got married twice, but that's a long story.
It's called Patch of Blue. Some people follow rules, and others act like fools. I'm no different from anyone. I've done some bad things too. But when I get confused and don't know what to do, I just think of you. You're my patch of blue. I like walking on cloudy days. I love getting caught in the rain. There's no need to explain a lonesome whistle of a southbound train. I don't know who or what to blame, but one thing keeps me sane. I just think of you. You're my patch of blue. When I'm feeling all alone and nothing rings quite true, I look up at the sky and I just think of you. You're the sunshine peeking through. You're my patch of blue. When I'm feeling all alone and nothing rings quite true, I look up at that sky and I just think of you. You're the sunshine peeking through. You're my patch of blue. You're the sunshine peeking through. You're my patch of blue. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I love those two so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, oh my gosh, looking at this list, this is kind of the sad portion of the list, the last name. So I want to say just real fast,
Sorry,
thank
I
you.
almost forgot.
What's that? Who was that? Was that you, Laura? Laura Hayes?
I thought
here.
you sorry.
Who's saying they almost forgot?
I think that was Susan.
Yeah, Susan forgot to mute. She's good.
Oh, got it. I love it. I love it. Well, Laura, you have the coveted position, the best for
I do?
last, bringing us all
Wow.
home.
The slowest one on the sign up.
Is that?
Well, thank
Have you
you.
been sitting patiently? You're like, oh, the last slot.
I've been dancing around and listening. I turned my video off so I could flitter freely around the kitchen. So it's been really awesome hearing everybody. Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, let's get into it. I'm going to do a tune for you a couple of songs that I wrote. This first one, it's called Scars. It's just about trying to be soft in a hard world and trying to stay yourself and keep your soft heart in a world that isn't always so soft. I am happy smiling at the world, and I'm a pleased to meet you kind of girl. I don't need to guard my soul. Sheltered hearts can be so cold. There are bruises you won't ever see, and I got wounds deep inside of me. I would rather hurt from something than walk around just feeling nothing. I'm telling you right now, I'll take the scars. Let me keep my warm, soft heart. I'd rather walk through life unguarded than carry all that armor. Don't let me be hard. I'd rather have scars. All the wrinkled spots around my eyes, all the crinkles and the deep laugh lines. I don't need the smoothest face. I'll wear the one that's run the race. I'm telling you right now, I'll take the scars. Let me keep my warm, soft heart. I'd rather walk through life unguarded than carry all that armor. Don't let me be hard. I'd rather have scars. Even if the world is jaded, there's a shine that won't be faded. Telling you right now, I'll take the scars. Let me keep my warm, soft heart. I'd rather walk through life unguarded. I don't want that heavy armor. Don't let me be hard. Don't wanna be hard. Don't wanna be hard. Rather have scars.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm shaking like a leaf. It's like I've never sung in front of people before. That's crazy. I wanted to tell you, I have a dog here too. I can't show you Ben, but she's outside. I live on a farm, and she's on like coyote patrol. So she stands on my front step and barks at everything that goes by. And she's never in danger, but she thinks she's protecting the whole universe out there. So
Thank you for noticing how much I love dogs. Thank you very much.
Yes, I am noticing that theme. Yes. So I'm from Canada, if you didn't know, and I live in Saskatchewan, which is, if you went to Havre, Montana, and drove north for about 4 hours, you would come to my front door. So coffee's always on. Bring your guitars. So I used to live for a little while in Calgary, and I stayed there. I lived there and worked there for about 10 years. And then we made the choice to move back to the country where I'm originally from and raise our kids out there and just live that country lifestyle. And it was a decision at the time that people in the city really couldn't grasp. They didn't understand that whole choice. So I didn't know how to explain it to anyone. So I wrote a song about it, which was my way of telling them all what that was about. It's called Road to Nowhere. Darling, pull on your boots, grab your coat and your hat. We're leaving this town and may never come back. I'm taking you someplace that you've never been. This old life of ours is rushing on past. We're trying to go places, but we're moving too fast. Let's find us a new direction to see. Let's go down the road to nowhere, up where the earth meets the sky. Right at the point we find a meaning, left behind in our hurried lives. Somewhere that's nowhere, that's right where I wanna be. People say that we're crazy to leave this here life. We both have good jobs and the money's alright. They'll never be able to see what we see. They wonder what more we could want in our lives, the places to go and things to acquire. They say we're headed nowhere, and I say that's right. Let's go down the road to nowhere, up where the earth meets the sky. Right at the point we find meaning, left behind in our hurried lives. Somewhere that's nowhere, that's right where I wanna be. Close your eyes, take my hand, trust that we'll find a soft place to land. Hold on tight, don't look back. It may be a narrow path. Let's go down the road to nowhere, up where the earth meets the sky. Right at the point we find meaning, left behind in our hurried lives. Somewhere that's nowhere, somewhere that's nowhere.
that was beautiful.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for letting me join in tonight. That was fun.
Beautiful, Laura. Thank you so
Thank
much. All right, folks. Well, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of the hard work that goes on behind the scenes from Farm. So thank you for having us. Musicians, wow, everyone was just incredible. So folks on the live stream, folks in the Zoom room, I encourage you to follow all of these artists. We've posted links to their websites, so go check them out. If they're playing a show near you, go check them. Go say hello. Tell them where you saw them. That's always a beautiful thing when you meet someone and you're like, oh yeah, you have this moment in common. So again, thank you so much, Farm. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in on the stream. We're gonna say farewell, and we'll see you